In the quiet coastal town of Riverside Bay, there lived a 33-year-old man named Mason Ellis. He was a skilled metal artisan known for crafting beautiful custom gates, railings, and sculptures. His work was admired throughout the town, but Mason had one big flaw. He could never wake up early. Every morning, his alarm would go off at 6 o'clock in the morning, and every morning, Mason would hit the snooze button, again and again. He loved the comfort of his warm bed too much. This habit caused him to miss early client meetings, deliver orders late, and fall behind on important projects. His father and older neighbors often reminded him, "Time waits for no one," but Mason would shrug it off and say, "I work better at night anyway." One day, Riverside Bay's mayor announced plans for the town's annual Heritage Festival. It was the biggest event of the year, attracting visitors from all over the county. Local artists and craftsmen were asked to contribute to a major exhibit. Mason was chosen to create the main ceremonial gate for the town square, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The next morning, the planning committee visited his studio to finalize the design, but the door was locked. Mason was still asleep. Disappointed, the mayor reassigned the job to another artisan, someone less talented, but always dependable. When Mason finally woke up and realized what had happened, he was devastated. Ashamed, Mason visited his grandfather, Mr. Leonard, a retired Navy officer known for his discipline and wisdom. "Grandpa," Mason said, "I don't know why it's so hard for me to wake up. I want to change, but I always fall back into the same habit." Mr. Leonard smiled and said, "Waking up early isn't just about alarms. It's about purpose. Let me tell you something that changed my life." He began telling Mason the story of two farmers, Jacob and Ethan, who had the same land and tools. Jacob woke up before sunrise and finished most of his work by noon. Ethan always slept late and rushed through everything. When a storm came, Jacob had already stored his harvest safely. Ethan lost nearly everything. "The world has its own rhythm," Mr. Leonard said. "If you don't move with it, you'll always be chasing behind." That night, Mason made a decision. He set his alarm for 5:30 in the morning. When it rang, he felt the usual urge to snooze, but instead he got up, splashed cold water on his face, stretched, and went for a short walk around the neighborhood. The cool morning air filled his lungs. It felt different. It felt good. For the next few weeks, Mason built a strict morning routine. He slept earlier, turned off his phone at night, and kept a notebook to track his progress. It was hard at first, but little by little, his body and mind adjusted. His productivity skyrocketed. He started completing orders ahead of schedule. Clients were impressed. His energy levels improved, and so did his creativity. When the next Heritage Festival came around, the mayor came to Mason personally and asked him to design an even grander ceremonial gate. This time, Mason was ready. Not only did he finish the gate well before the deadline, it became the most admired piece in the festival's history. Word of his talent spread beyond Riverside Bay, bringing in new business from nearby cities. One evening, sitting on the porch with his grandfather, Mason said, "Grandpa, I finally get it. Waking up early isn't just about being disciplined. It's about respecting time. I feel more in control of my life and closer to the man I've always wanted to become." Mr. Leonard smiled and said, "The morning sun brings opportunities. Those who rise with it move ahead. Those who sleep through it are always trying to catch up." From that day on, Mason never returned to his old ways. His story became a local legend, shared from generation to generation, as a reminder. Waking up early isn't just about beating the sun. It's about becoming the best version of yourself.